Welcome in this new episode where we're going to talk about how we can use just Zoom, the software, the video conference software, to record a podcast and a YouTube video. Hi and welcome to Marketing Automation Ninja. I'm Amaury, and we are here to share innovative ways to produce and automate your web marketing. In this video, I'm going to show you how to configure just Zoom to do two things: to record a podcast or to record a video with someone that you can interview. And honestly, I do that as well. And sometimes there are better options, there are better software for sure, by the way, but they are more complex to set up. There are also subscriptions to get, etc. So sometimes just like Zoom, the software that you use on a daily basis can be good enough. So here are how does it work? On Zoom, you have two types of recording. You can ask Zoom to record the meetings locally on your computer, or you can ask him to record it in the cloud, in Zoom Cloud. So I do recommend you to record it in the cloud. Why? Because if you record it locally, the resolution will not be very good and you will only have one file, which is the file where you have the presenter speaking, the person that is speaking, and sometimes when you share the screen, you have the screen that is shared, and that's it. Nothing else. So if you want to really publish your content on YouTube or maybe other format, or even maybe creating some online course, etc., I do recommend you to enable the cloud recording. So you might ask, okay, how can we do that and where can we find our recording? So basically, if you get on Zoom, the website, zoom.us, basically in personal, you have a menu, recording, and inside you will find all the recordings that has been recorded on your cloud environment. So that's where you will be able to find your recording. But in order to get them, of course, we need to enable that option. So in order to enable that option, we need to get this time in the settings section of, again, the website zoom.us. I'm not talking about the application yet. So on the website zoom.us, when you logged in and when you're on your account, you have in settings, you have a recording tab. And inside there are a couple of options that you need to enable, which are cloud recording, obviously. We need to enable as well the record active speaker and record gallery view, which is great because you will have both. You will be able to choose from both. And personally, I do prefer to use the gallery view. And that's it. Now, that's pretty much it if you want to set up the Zoom, basically. But one more thing you might want, and you will need to want, maybe to enable the cloud recording automatically, which means that every time you start a meeting, you could have the recording automatically on the cloud. And we can set as default property to record on the cloud. So basically, if you scroll down on the settings sections of the recording in Zoom on the website, again, you will have some options like I disable usually the display participant's name. I don't like to have the name on the video. I prefer to add it if I want afterwards. I usually enable optimize the recording for third-party video editor, which means that it's going to record videos in a higher quality so that it's going to be better for us after to work with it and maybe to create some online course with it. You also have the automatic recording, which is great. I like it because when I start recording, I am sure that it's recording. And last, you can set by default where do you want to record things. And I do recommend you to record in the cloud. I have to say that in order to do that, you need to have a subscription to record in the cloud. I think it's like $30 to $40 a month. And that's pretty much it. That's what we need to configure on the website zoom.us. That's not all. Now, if we want to have some good quality, we also need to double check the configuration on the desktop side, on the software of each participant. So basically on your side and the one that you are going to interview. So for that, you open the software Zoom and you get in settings. It could be like maybe file settings. And then you will have in the video section few parameters to check. First, check original ratio, which means that you will always have a proper video that is in landscape mode. Second thing, HD, high definition. If it's enabled, we can enable that. We have to note that in order to have real HD, we need to have a business account on Zoom. So it might be a bit more expensive. It depends what type of videos you want to create. If it's a side-by-side interview, it might be okay because like you don't need HD video to be side-by-side in that case. But it's up to you. You can check that and check the different environment. And last, I like to keep the adjust for low light. On my side, I usually have some good lights, but on my the guest side, I never know. So I like to ask them to check that box for me so that we know that the video will be better. Now let's finish with the sound property. The sound is very important. For the sound, same thing. On the software, on each participant, I recommend to get in the audio sections of the settings. And here you have three options actually that I enable and I recommend you to enable, which is automatically adjust microphone volumes, because in that case, if the person is a bit far from the microphone, etc., it's going to adjust things. And second thing will be high fidelity music mode. I do recommend to enable that original sound for musician and high fidelity music mode. Still, I check echo cancellation. The echo cancellation allow you to not have to wear some headset and microphone on both sides. And if you don't check that, you will have some very, very strong noise and that are going to be, it's not going to be good anyway. So in conclusion, yes, it is possible to use Zoom to record a podcast or a video interview. That's not the best software for sure, but that's for me the most convenient. And the result is usually good enough. People, want to hear your advice. And if you search for just perfection, usually it will slow you down and even stops you. So that's a shame when you have so much knowledge to share. And that's why I did this video to share you how you can easily, with your usual software, record a podcast or a YouTube video. I hope this episode was helpful. Of course, be sure to put a thumbs up, subscribe, and to come back if you have any questions. You can drop us a message on Instagram or on YouTube. And that's it. I will see you in the next episode. Bye. Marketing Automation Ninja.